Hey guys, we're here to talk about Wodapalooza Workout 3. I'm Lewis.
Danielle.
This workout just came out. We're going to give you our first kind of thought behind it.
Insights, thoughts, some strategy, breakdown tips, and what we think about it, when you should do it, all that good stuff.
So the workout it's a DT ladder basically. It's an ascending ladder with weights. You have 4 minutes to do 3 rounds. Every 3 rounds you add some weight and keep going. If you reach the final bar, you have time remaining to do an AMRAP.
So you have, each round is 12 deadlifts, 9 hang power cleans, and 6 shoulder to overhead.
So what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I think this workout is pretty brutal. I think that it's not going to be very repeatable for most people, and I think that most people are going to get stuck in that round 4. So if they make it.
I agree. This workout is brutal. I think this is one of the toughest qualifiers we've seen. I think this will be one that like people want to quit on.
Yeah.
Almost like some of those open workouts where you buy yourself time. You'll see people die out right before the time cap because they don't want to keep going.
Yeah, so number 1 tip would be to have somebody ready to load your bar and make sure that you have either that person or an extra person, I think, counting your reps.
I think that's essential. Having someone to load for sure is 100% essential on this. You're already doing enough work. I also think when you do this workout is very important. I don't think this is repeatable. Like if you give this a serious effort, it's a one and done. I wrote down the reps that you'd get to. So if you finish round 3, you've done over 100 deadlifts, 80 cleans, and 50 something jerks. If you get through round 4, it's like 150 and 110. It's too much volume to repeat, right? So what we recommend is doing this one last. I'd probably do the workout 4 earlier in the weekend and this like Sunday or Monday if possible.
Yeah, I would definitely take an active rest day after quad 4 and then either hit it on Sunday or Monday if you have the time available.
To be honest, as far as strategy goes, I don't think there's a ton to talk about here. There's like really minor things that will make a difference, like A, wear your belt the whole time. Don't forget about like managing sweat, like have a towel, have chalk ready, things like that. I also think people see these workouts where they have limited time to get a certain amount of rounds and they come out way too hard.
So the biggest thing I noticed, so let's talk about the female weights. Round 1 is 65, round 2 is 95, round 3 is 105, and then we have a really big jump to 130. So that is gonna crush some people, and obviously some people are just gonna move right through it. So if 130 already is a challenging weight for you, I think you have to be a little bit more aggressive on the rounds of 95 and 105. I think everyone in round 1 should take their time a little bit because it's so light. And even for men at 95, you want to keep your heart rate down.
Yeah, I agree. That first round I think should be slow no matter who you are.
Yeah.
Like even if you're expecting to get to the last bar and have a lot of time at it, you don't need to rush the first one. It's almost like a trap just to get your heart rate high.
Yeah, and to tax your grip for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So I think you're right on that. You should go slow. I do think if you see one of these weights and you already know that's a heavy barbell for you, I think you need to be a little bit more reckless on the bar before that.
Correct.
So if like 130 is a heavy clean and jerk for you, you got to push 105s. If 185 for a male is heavy for you, then when you get to that round of 155, I think that's when you got to start being a little bit more reckless, for lack of a better word, and pushing.
Yeah, and I think just like if you're not familiar with a good DT strategy, it's always doing, the 11 deadlifts and doing 1 deadlift into the 8 hang power cleans, dropping the bar, then doing a hang power clean into shouldered overhead, just to have smart breaks.
Yeah. Don't be an idiot and do 12 deadlifts and put the bar down.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing you can do. You're doing an extra deadlift every time. Be smart with your breaks. And that's why it helps to have a person counting, to be honest. This workout is so repetitive. As an athlete, it's very easy to lose track of where you're at.
Or to think to do an extra round by mistake, or even to miss a round and go on to the next
100%. That's why it's really important. If you can have 2 people there, one to load and one to count, that's your best bet.
I think if qualifying is like really within reach, I would highly recommend 2 people. You have a counter and someone who's just in charge of changing your weights, verifying that they're all there and ready to go, so it's seamless, because that will be your chance to catch your breath, and you don't want to have to worry about someone misloading your bar or not counting your reps properly.
Agreed. Where are you thinking people, elite athletes, should get in this?
Oh, elite athletes, I mean, if you're at the top, games athletes, high-level qualifiers, they'll get to the 145.
Oh, 100%.
AMRAP.
Probably see, I would guess 3 to 4 rounds there at the very top. You're going to have some freak athletes that move a barbell really well. They get
I mean, you'll
more.
see some people who get a full round of GT at 145.
Yeah, more, for sure. You'll see some of the bigger guys do better than that, 100%. And I think some of the guys will as well. But, dude, it's not going to be repeatable, and it's going to hurt. It's going to be very hard. Be smart about when you do this.
I think preserving your low back from the start, so being smart about, if you're someone who likes to hang clean and do that like hang, bang, and clang kind of rep scheme, I would try to alternate between like bouncing and like using that hang position so that you don't fatigue your back or your biceps early on.
Yeah, and your back is going to be fried. That's a good point. So warm-up's really important as well. Lots of core activation, lots of glute activation. This is one that you probably should take your time and do a long warm-up.
Oh,
don't rush into this at all. If you know you're going to get to like the round of 130 or 145 as a girl or 185, 205 as a guy, I'd probably warm up to that weight before you start the workout. Don't touch 205 for the first time in the wall. That's asking to get fucked up. So, anything else? No? All right. Good luck, guys. Guys, as always, if you want more tips, more strategies, a detailed warm-up, follow us at teamsoultraining.com. Subscribe, join our private Facebook group. We have tons more info.